everybody, this is Sonic Suns. It's June 8th, 2007. I'm doing my other response to the recent NoobTube episode number 46. So, the listener homework that you gave us was, what do you guys think about long games, and what impact does that have on how you feel about the game? Well, what really matters in a game is how much fun I may have with it. Some people seem to get annoyed if they can't beat the game. And they say, oh, this game is too long, and yeah, you know. I played the original Half-Life way back. I was like 9 years old at the time. So, I spent months on that game. This is what you guys talking about having a lot of patience when you're younger. I could get stuck in an area and I just spent like a week before I got past it. I spent months on that game, and I only got about 75% of the way through before I finally stopped playing. And you know what? It was still an awesome experience, despite the fact that I never got to the ending. I never got the bragging rights of having beaten it. Hey, you know. So the question is not, how long it takes to get to the ending, because what is the ending? Well, the ending, or the technical sense we're always thinking of, is when the game gives you a little message and says, "Oh, you've reached the end of the game. Here's the final cutscene. Here's the end of the plot. Here's the real ending of a game." Is when you, the player, stop playing. And this could happen at any point in comparison to the actual ending. It could happen before you get to the actual ending, as was the case in Half-Life for me, right? Or it could happen at the actual ending. I got to the end of Super Paper Mario, great game by the way, and I'm like, okay, well, I put it down now. I'm not digging enough into it to play through it again. Or it could happen far after any sort of ending that may have been there. I've got the original Sonic the Hedgehog on Virtual Console, and I've beaten it 20 times, but when I'm not doing anything else, I just put it in and I keep playing it. And it's kind of fun, Although at this point it's almost like just drumming my fingers rather than playing. I don't need any skill, I've memorized it. The question is, how long will you play? And more so, how much fun will you have in playing it? Because sometimes you're not really having fun with the game, and you keep playing it hoping that it'll get better. Which generally it doesn't if you're ever in that area. But how good, of an experience did you have? So, take a few other games to make it so long. I took Zelda Twilight Princess, right? I beat that game officially in 40 hours, and then I went and played 20 hours more just doing random side quests and stuff without game facts, which means I can't possibly get everything because this would be too hard. On the other hand, we have Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which I had in the Xbox 360, which I'm told is a completely different experience than playing it on the PC. So I'm just reviewing the Xbox 360 version, and I actually only played 20 hours of that, because the game didn't handle its own weight very well. I'd be I have a zillion different items, and I'm always scrolling through them, and all my attacks end up just being holding down the R button while the guy swings his sword, and I'd have to run such a long distance, and the graphics were amazing, but after 20 hours, it's okay, here that's those same amazing graphics. Anyway, I'm not going to launch the whole review of that game. But there's a game which for many people is much longer, particularly people on the PC. Again, I've heard it's much different that way. But for me, it wasn't as long. So, yeah, I don't care too much how long it takes to get to the end. I don't know, whether I'll be entertained enough to get to the end, and whether there'll be replay value afterwards. For instance, Super Smash Bros. Melee, which I was shocked to hear that you guys apparently haven't played at all. Because that game came out in 2001, and I still play it regularly. I have friends over, what are we going to do? Oh, let's pop in Melee. After all these years, we're still playing it. Because it's just got that much potential value. So yeah, that's the real measure of the game. Thanks for watching. See you later.